Hello everyone and welcome to fifth part of Airlinesim Tutorials, where I'm gonna cover some of the new stuff that happened on Airlinesim, as we had kinda a lot of updates lately, but also some of the other stuff that I did not get around to cover before. Now, as in part 4, I'm gonna expect you to understand some of the basics, and if you don't, I suggest you go back to some of the previous tutorials and watch them before trying to understand these ones. Although I'm not gonna get into anything really serious, so yeah, let's start with it. Now, let's log to Croydon, as is customary with these videos, and first thing I would like to mention is that Croydon now performs much better in my previous videos. You can see that it's just slightly behind, but the fact is that it's over midnight and some of the heavy demand cities are running. So hopefully we will have better response time than we did before. I can generally say that the server performance is somewhere completely else than it was a couple of weeks ago, and I have to say kudos to the Airlinesim team for managing such a huge improvement. Okay, so let's start with something that I was looking forward to for a long time, and that is now implemented on all of the servers, and that is AGEX index. AGEX index is something that you can find in markets and exchanges, I believe. Yes, this is the Airlinesim Global Economic Index. Sorry. Started there for a moment. This is a thing that turned Airlinesim as a stable, maybe even rigid, stable, rigid economic game to balanced, but most dynamic game. AGEI, I call it AGEX, which is Czech pronunciation, so I apologize in advance if I refer to it that way. It's something that influences everything. Now you have something that is considered median, and which is the previous state that was in the game, which would be AGEX of 100. Now, if this index would be on 100, the demand everywhere in every single airport in Airlinesim would be as before. But as you can see, the index is now on 968. That means that where there were 1,000 passengers in demand before, there are now only 968. Now that's not such a huge difference, but imagine if it went down to somewhere around 600. That would seriously damage most of the airlines in the game, and vice versa. If this index goes up to, let's say, 1200, there would be so much excess demand that most of the airlines would probably lease more aircraft. Now, I can only recommend for you to watch this carefully. You don't have to watch it every time you log in, but at least once a week to see the general heading and the general state of the market. If you can see, the difference in 7 days is 0.5% roughly, so it's not such a difference. However, as I said, in the really heavy demand routes where there's a lot of competition, this can make a difference. Now, I like this mostly because companies like mine, Al-Jazair Airways, which we are a minority, but the ones that own almost all of their aircraft or all of their aircraft will have more trouble adjusting to the downward trend, while the companies that operate on lease only have it easy. They just lease the extra aircraft, cut some routes, and they're okay. I could, for example, lease out some of my aircraft hoping somebody would get them, or just ground them and wait for the situation to work. On the other hand, if the demand will go up by a lot, I can it's easy for me to grab extra airplanes and react to market. So this is something you should really watch. We haven't seen a lot of what it can do, but there are certainly a lot of possibilities for it. One thing that I'm really looking forward to is that this will cut down the insanely big airlines that were mostly on autopilot in the past years. You bought 2,000 credits and you didn't have to log in for a year. These economic dynamic structures, or whatever you choose to call them, will make it harder for these airlines to survive, as sometimes they will lose demand, sometimes other companies will be able to run over them with the increased demand. So it's good, and I think Airlinesim team found a nice balance. Generally, this is similar to the fuel prices in Airlinesim, which I talked about previously. So you already know that they are dynamic. Both should be strictly random. However, I think, now that I think of it, I think fuel prices are connected to real world data, but the AGEX is really random. Okay, well, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Second is that we have some new airplanes on the market. The Boeing 787 was finally introduced into the game. People have been testing it, and they were quite happy with it, so I would like to point that out. But more importantly, we have the ATR 72 and 42-600, which is as well new in the game, and the Sukhoi Superjet, which is actually a really good plane. I did some testing with it. I didn't lease one, but I did some testing, and this airplane is really good. It's cheaper, and it has better performance than Canada Regional Jet. However, the downside is only one size, so you cannot, you can't adjust to different demand levels. For Canada Regional Jet, you have the 200, the 700, the 1900, long range, short range. It's up to you. The Sukhoi performs much better than the bigger Canada Regional Jets, but it will never perform as good as 200 on a low demand route. But it's a good starting plane for mid companies. I would say that people haven't really given it much thought yet. You can see that there are just some planes operated, but there are some orders. My guess would be yes, Globus area handling. So basically, those who tried it want more. Okay, third thing I wanted to show you is about the forums. Now, a lot of people have asked me via messages where I found out information about what's happening on Airlinesim. So here you can find what's happening on Airlinesim. Development logbook is a pretty nifty thing where developers report what they do. So you can see that there was an update to French colonies in Oceania, which is a demand thing, update of Australian airport data, Vanuatu several other airports: Canada, China, Japan, Malaysia. Some have been closed, some have updated demands. Oh, did I close it? Most recently there was an update on the 1st of May to Bangladesh, Bhutan, Brunei, Cambodia, Hong Kong, Macau, North Korea, Singapore, Timor, and Tunisia. So this is definitely a thing you should check. I also recommend that you take into consideration using suggestions and community support, either if you have something to suggest or a question to ask. However, please do even a quick search before you ask something or suggest something, because we had the same shit and same things suggested over and over and over and over. So it's getting really annoying, and it takes you 2 minutes or 1 minute even to search, and you will do a lot of good. And you might find out that somebody already answered or suggested what you said. So yeah, you already know this. This happens a lot in every other game, so I really implore you to try it. Third thing I was thinking about of talking to you about is generally the forums were really incredibly much active in the past versions of Airlinesim, and lately I have been seeing a downward trend in the amount of posts, especially in the game world section. Every game world here has a dedicated topic where you can talk about things that are happening. But as you can see, there's not much happening. There was something in December, then there was an interlining question on 30th of January, then something in February. What people used to do before was they tried to talk about their airline, make presentations for it, and generally take it to a next level. Not just play the game, but also try to have fun in Photoshop and talk about their airline and discuss. And this has kind of got away from the game, which is a bit sad. I tried to start a topic, and I'm gonna update it weekly, where I'm talking about my strategies. I'm talking about how my company did in the economic section, how much I earn, and what was the margin, how big my loans are, what are my next strategies. This is if you have competitors, as everyone has competitors, you play into their hand. Basically, you tell what you do and stuff, but it makes the game so much fun if people do this, and you can you meet the company in the game, and you just go to the forums and find out that it has some some posters or it talks about the strategy, and it makes it more personal, I think. And it's not always about the competition. We all know there's a place for everyone. I wanted to show you on the old forums there was a lot of things going on, so I just wanted to show you some of the older things we made and we posted on the old forums. Like I previously had a company called Cape Verde Air, which was a member of World Airlines. So when I started flights to Brazil, I made this poster and put it on the forums. Previously, when the company was starting, I wasn't even I was a member of World Airlines. I did this poster. My friend did these airplane montages for me, which I used in several of. I used it as an advertisement for my enter on the stock market when I was handing out shares and looking for investors. This is a logo one of the friends did for me for one of my companies, which was called Central European Airways. Another one, which was a newer one. This is another newer small logo which I had. Another montage from my friend, an AT airplane. I really like this design. He did a good job on it. And another one. This is another logo which my friends from the World Alliance did for me. You can make things like this really easy in Photoshop, even in Paint. There's some really nifty programs on the web which you can use to create maps like this. This World Alliance logo, I'm just showing it because some people really put incredible amount of work into their airline presentation. This is one of the logos. Just compare it. This is one I did, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and this is what some of the people do. I think it's all, yeah. There was couple of weeks ago. There was this Design Awards 2012. I'm gonna show you some of the designs if you haven't seen them before, because they're really incredible. Yeah, Expatriates is a company that you can even find on Facebook. It has its own fan page and is a member of the alliance I was part of. This one is incredible. Whoever did this, my salutes. I also like Fly Blue, Calypso Airways. These designs are, most of them are even better than the real world companies in my opinion. So yeah, like Qatar Flyer, this is really professional in my opinion. And it would be fun if people started using the forums more to present their airlines, because I would really like to see more from these people. Like Spain Fly, another logo I really like. You can see some of the liveries here as well. People design their own aircraft liveries. Yeah, these are really, all are really good. I really like this one, and even this one is really perfect as well. Greek United. You don't have to be a professional. Like some of these are really simple. Everyone can make them, and it just, you know, makes the airline more personal. And yeah, there are some presentation. I think people even yeah, there's a Airlinesimpedia where you can put information about your airline. Another thing you should check, it's on this address, and I definitely recommend you check it out. There's a lot of even defunct companies now that have presentations like this, which are simply amazing. It's almost incredible how much time some people, this is the Expatriates fan page. You can see that some of these pictures are really incredible. So people really put a lot of thought and time into this. So yeah, I'm just saying that it would be nice if people did if people started to be more active on the forums, trying to present something. But I'm repeating myself. So yeah, I believe that's all I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed. If there's another major update or something new, I'm gonna get back to you. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me in game or out of the game. And till the next update, all the best.